Yes, good morning children. Now we are entering into exercise 1.3. In the exercise 1.3, the first question they have given, express each of the following decimals in P by Q form. Decimals, these all are decimals they have given that can be converted into P by Q form, rational form. Okay. The first one, 0.57. In the 0.57 can be written as, after the decimal, two digits are repeating. So, two digits are repeating. That's why we have to multiply with 100 and divide with 100. Okay. Then we can get 0.57 into 100 is equal to 57 by 100. So, this is the first solution. Okay. Second one, 0.176. Here after the decimal they have given 3 digits. So 0.176 can be multiplied with 1000 and divided with 1000. 0.176 into 1000 divided by 1000. Now we can get, after this multiplication, the point will be jumping into 176. 3 digits it will be jumping. So 176 by 100. I'm sorry, 1000. 176 by 1000 means we can simplify this one. Here there is no chance, that's why we did not simplify. But here we can simplify with 4 table. 4 4 just 60. Again 4 4 just 60. 4 table, 4 2 are 8. 4 5 are 20. 250. Again 2 table 2 22 are 2 125. The answer is equal to 22 by 125 is the P by Q form, rational form of the given decimal 0.176. Coming to third one, here 1.00001. After the decimal 5 digits are there. So 1.00001 into 5 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. Multiply with 5 zeros and divide with 5 zeros. Then we can get this decimal will be jumping from here to after the 5 decimals. 10001 divided by 1000000. Okay. This is the P by Q form of the third sum, that is 1.00001. And 25.125. 25.125, for this also after the decimal 3 digits are there. So we can multiply and divide with 1000 into 1000 by 1000. So then we can get 25,125, 25,125,000. This can be simplified. You can do the simplification. Okay. This is the first Roman, express the following decimals in P by Q form. So we have done all these. Please see the sums and copy down in your classwork. Okay. Coming to the second Roman, express each of the following in rational form. But in the first round they have given only terminating decimals. Here they have given non-terminating repeating decimals. Totally they have given 4 sums, but now we are doing 2 sums. After that we shall do the other 2. So first one, 0.9 bar. So for this solution, let x is equal to 0.9 bar. Means 0.9 bar means we can write it as 0.999 up to so on. We can make it as 1. Only one number is, one digit is repeating. Its periodicity is equal to 1. That's why we have to multiply both sides with 10. So 10 into x is equal to 0.999 up to so on into 10. Means 10x is equal to 9.999 up to so on. Okay. This we can take it as 2, equation number 2. So second equation minus first equation means 10x is equal to 9.999 up to so on, and x is equal to 0.999 up to so on. If you subtract these two, what will happen after the point decimal? 9's will become 0. 10x minus x is equal to 9x is equal to 9. Now x is equal to 9 by 9. This is equal to 1. X is equal to 1. 1 means it is nothing but 1 by 1. It is the p by q form of the given decimal form. Okay, it is non-terminating repeating decimal. Coming to second one, 0.57 bar. For this, let x is equal to 0.575757 up to so on. This can be taken as 1. 57 bar means here 2 digits are repeating. That's why it is the periods is equal to 2. So periods is equal to 2. Multiply this one with 100 on both sides. Means 100 into x is equal to 0.575757 up to so on into 100. Means 100 x is equal to 57 point will be jumping 2 digits. 57.575757 up to so on. This can be taken as second equation. So second equation minus first equation. 100x is equal to 57.575757 up to so on, and x is equal to 0.575757 up to so on. If you subtract these two, 100x minus x is equal to 99x is equal to, after the point this will become 0. The final answer is equal to 57. X is equal to 57 by 99. Okay. So this can be simplified. In 3 table 319 ja, 333 ja. This is equal to 19 by 33 is the p by q form of the given non-terminating repeating decimal 0.57 bar. Okay. So please note down these two. After that we shall go for the third sum and fourth sum. Now coming to the third sum, 0.729 bar. Bar is only for 29. Here fourth sum 1.28 bar. Bar is only for 8. Okay. So 0.729 bar. Here two digits only repeating. So first we have to take let x is equal to 0.7292929 like this. This you can take it as 1. Only two numbers or two digits are repeating. That's why we will multiply both sides with 100. 100 into x is equal to 0.7292929 up to so on into 100. Means 100x is equal to, point will be jumping two digits, 72.929292 like this. This is equation number 2. So second equation minus first equation. 100x is equal to 72.929292. See, the pattern is changed. And x is equal to 0.7292929 like this. Okay. So now subtract 100x minus x is equal to 99x is equal to, here from 90 to 90 to 92 this will be cancelled. 2929 will be cancelled. Okay, total R will become 0. 9 minus 7 is equal to 2 and 72 minus 0 is equal to 72. So x is equal to 72.2 by 99. Here again we have a decimal point is there. That decimal point should be converting into rational form. Means we have to multiply with 10 and divide with 10. Then you can get 722 by 990. Is the p by q form or rational form of the non-terminating repeating decimal 0.729 bar. Okay. Next, 12.28 bar. Only one digit is repeating. So here let x is equal to 12.28 bar. Means 8888 up to so on. This can be taken as 1. Only one digit is repeating. That's why we will multiply the equation both sides with 10. 10 into x is equal to 12.28888 up to so on into 10. Means 10x is equal to, point will be jumping one digit, 122.8888 up to so on. This can be taken as second equation. So second equation minus first equation, if you subtract, you can get 10x is equal to 122.888 up to so on, and x is equal to 12.288 up to so on. So here 88 will become 0. 8 minus 2 is equal to 6. Point 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. This is equal to 10x minus x is equal to 9x. 9x is equal to 110.6. That means x is equal to 110.6 by 9. But here one decimal is there. That decimal should be converting into rational form. To convert it into the rational form, we have to multiply with 10 and divide with 10. So then the finally 110.6 will become 1106 by 9 into 10 is equal to 90. So this is the final answer. This is the P by Q form of the sum 12.28 bar. Okay, please note down. See the next sum. Find x plus y divided by x minus y if x is equal to 5 by 2 and y is equal to minus 3 by 4. Like that, x is equal to 1 by 4 and y is equal to 3 by 2. X and y they have given. First we have to add the two x and y, two fractions. After we have to subtract the two fractions. Then that first result divided by second result we have to convert. Okay. For this solution, what to do? X is equal to 5 by 2 and y is equal to minus 3 by 4. First to take this x plus y. X plus y is equal to 5 by 2 plus minus 3 by 4. Okay. That means 5 by 2 plus into minus minus 3 by 4. So 5 by 2 minus 3 by 4. For this 2 and 4, these are the two fractions. Denominators are 2 and 4. So for this, we can take LCM as 4. Because 2 2s are 4 and 4 1s are 4. Okay. 2 2s are 4. 5 2s are 10. 4 1s are 4. 3 1s are 3. Means 10 minus 3 is equal to 7 by 4. Is the first result. Now, x minus 5 is equal to 5 by 2 minus half minus 3 by 4. Okay. So this is equal to 5 by 2 minus into minus plus 3 by 4. So this here 5 by 2 plus 3 by 4. For these two you can take the LCM as same like this only. 2 and 4, that means we can take 8 is the LCM. Okay. Sorry, 4 is the LCM. 2 2s are 4, 5 2s are 10, plus 4 1s are 4, 3 1s are 3. This is equal to, we got the 13 by 4 is the answer. Okay, 13 by 4. So first answer is equal to 7 by 4, second answer is equal to 13 by 4. First one divided by second one we have to do. So first one divided by second one means what we have to do is the continuation here we are going to do. We got x plus y is equal to 7 by 4 and x minus y is equal to, we got 13 by 4. So now x plus y divided by x minus y is equal to first one divided by second one. 7 by 4 divided by 13 by 4. So in the rational numbers, the division is not possible and division will be converting into multiplication. So divided by will be converting into then the fraction will be reversed. 7 by 4 into 4 by 13. 4 1 ja 4 1 ja. The answer is equal to 7 by 30 is the answer. Okay, please note down. The second sum is x is equal to 1 by 4 and y is equal to 3 by 2. We have to add x plus y, we have to subtract x minus y. The result should be divided like the first sum. So x plus y is equal to 1 by 4 plus 3 by 2. So for this 4 and 2, you can take the LCM as 4. 4 1 ja 4, 1 1 ja 1. 2 2 ja 4, 3 2 ja 6. This is equal to 6 plus 1 is equal to 7 by 4. X plus y is equal 7 by 4. Next x minus y is equal to 1 by 4 minus 3 by 2. So again 4 and 2 LCM is equal to 4. 1 4 1 ja 4, 1 1 ja 1. 2 2 ja 4, 3 2 ja 6. 1 minus 6 means here we can take minus 5 by 4. X minus y is equal to minus 5 by 4. X plus y is equal to 7 by 4. These two we have to divide. So x plus y is equal to 7 by 4 and x minus y is equal to minus 5 by 4. Now x plus y divided by x minus y is equal to 7 by 4 divided by minus 5 by 4. This is equal to 7 by 4 into the fraction will be reversed. 4 by minus 5. So 4 and 4 can be cancelled. 7 by minus 5. If the minus is in the denominator or in the numerator, we have to bring it to numerator. So the answer is equal to minus 7 by 5. Okay. So this is the second sum. Please copy it in the classwork. See the next question. This is fourth question. Divide the sum of minus 13 by 5 and 12 by 7 by the product of minus 13 by 7 and minus 1 by 2. That means divide the sum of these two. That means we have to add these two. And after that we have to multiply these two. This result divided by that result. Both results should be divided. First take these two. Coming to solution. Minus 13 by 5 plus 12 by 7. Sum of these two. Now we are going to do. So for this 7 5s are 35. No common factors are there. So 7 5 is 35 is the LCM. 5 7s are 35. So 13 7s are 91. Before that minus is there. That minus also we have to write. 7 5s are 35. 12 5s are 60. Minus 91 plus 60 by 35. It is nothing but minus 31 by 35. Is the first result. The sum of these two. Next, product of minus 13 by 7 into minus 1 by 2. The product should be find out. Product means directly we can multiply the numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. Okay. So minus into minus, first that is minus into minus plus. 13 1 ja 13 by 7 2 ja 14. 13 by 14. So this is the second result. So now what we have to do? Divide this one by the product of this one. That means the product we got 13 by 14. 30 minus 31 by 35 is the sum of first two. So divide this one with the help of this one. That means minus 31 by 35 divided by 13 by 14 means minus 31 by 35 as it is. Divided by will be converting into multiplication. So fraction will be reversed. 14 by 13. In 7 table 7 2 ja 7 5 ja. So this is equal to minus 31 2 ja 62 by 13 5 ja 65. So the answer is equal to minus 62 by 65. Okay, please note down. Yes, coming to the next sum, fifth sum. If 2 by 5 of a number exceeds 1 by 7 of the same number by 36, find the number. We don't know the number. What is that number? That is an unknown number. So for this, what we have to do is, let the number be x. We can take it as x. 2 by 5 of that number and 1 by 7 of the same number. First we will find out. Then that should be exceeds 36. That means 2 by 5 of the number is equal to 2 by 5 into x. This is equal to 2x by 5. Next, 1 by 7 of the same number means 1 by 7 of the number is equal to 1 by 7 into x is equal to 1x by 7, that can be written as x by 7. If 2x by 5 is comparing to this x by 7 and 36, if you add these two, that is equal to this one. Because of 2x by 5 is 36 more than the 1 by 7 of the number. Therefore, we can write 2x by 5 is equal to x by 7 plus 36. These two are the fractions. We can bring all the variables one side and constants one side. Then 2x by 5 minus x by 7 is equal to 36. Just I converted the x by 7 and brought to left hand side. That means it will become minus. So now 5 7s are 35 is the LCM. 5 7s are 35. 2 7s are 14 into x 14x. 7 5s are 35. 5 into x is equal to 5x. This is equal to 36. 14x minus 5x. 14 minus 5. If you take, this is equal to 9x by 35 is equal to 36. Now x is equal to 36 already there. 9 by 35 you can convert and it will be coming to multiplication 35 by 9. 9 by 35 will become 35 by 9. 9 1 ja, 9 4 ja. So now x is equal to 4 into 35 is equal to 140. Therefore the number is equal to 140. Finally we have to write the number is equal to 140. If you take a number 140, 2 by 5 of 140 is equal to 1 by 7 of 140 plus 36. Understand? That is the sentence they have given. We found the number. So the number we have taken is x, and 2 by 5 of the number we have taken 2 by 5 into x, that is equal to x plus 5, 2x by 5, because x is an unknown number, and 1 by 7 of the number is equal to 1 by 7 into x, that is equal to x by 7. So 2x by 5 is equal to x by 7 plus 36. This is according to problem they have given. 2x by 5 is equal to x by 7 plus 36 from this sentence. So we simplified, finally we got the answer, x is equal to 140. Okay. Please pause the video and note down the sum in your classwork. Yes, coming to the next sum. See the sum. Two pieces of lengths 2 and 3 by 5 meters and 3 and 3 by 10 meters are cut off from a rope of 11 meters long. Means one rope is there. Total length of the rope is equal to 11 meters. From that rope, we cut off two pieces. The first piece is 2 and 3 by 5 meters and the second one is 3 and 3 by 10 meters. Two pieces we cut off. We have to find what is the length of the remaining rope. The remaining rope length we have to find out. So given that length of the rope is equal, total length they have given 11 meters. Okay. Length of the first piece is equal to 2 and 3 by 5 meters. 2 and 3 by 5 is a mixed fraction. This can be converted into proper fraction. 2 5s are 10 plus 3, 13 by 5 meters. Like that second one also. length of the second piece is equal 3 and 3 by 10 meters. 3 times 13 plus 3, 30 by 33 by 10 meters is the length of the second piece. So this is first piece and this is second piece. So total length of two pieces is equal to the two pieces we cut off from the total rope. So total length of the two pieces is equal to 13 by 5 plus 33 by 10. If you take the LCM 5 and 10, 10 is the LCM. Why? Because 5 2s are 10, 10 1s are 10. Okay. So 5 2s are 10, 13 2s are 26. 10 1s are 10, 33 1s are 33. Okay. 26 plus 33 by 10 is equal to 59 by 10 meters. Already cut off from the total length of 11 meters. So length of the remaining rope is equal to total length of the rope is equal to 11 meters minus 59 by 10 meters. 59 by 10 it is in the form of rational form. It can be converted into decimal form. 59 by 10 can be written as 5.9. Okay. So 11 minus 5.9 is equal to 11.0 minus 5.9. If you subtract, you can get 5.1 meters is the length of the remaining rope. Understand? So total from the total length we cut off two pieces and the remaining rope length we found here in this sum. Understand? Please pause the video and note down the sum. Yes, come to the next seventh sum. See the sum first. The cost of 7 and 2 by 3 meters of cloth is 12 and 3 by 4 rupees. Find the cost per meter. Some cloth is there. 7 and 2 by 3 meters cloth cost is 12 and 3 by 4 rupees. Then we have to find out the cost of 1 meter cloth. So given that cost of 7 and 2 by 3 meters of cloth is equal to 12 and 3 by 4 rupees. Cost of 1 meter cloth is equal to what we have to do? Total value is this one. Length of the cloth is equal to this one. So this one divided by this one. 12 and 3 by 4 divided by 7 and 2 by 3. 12 and 3 by 4 means 12 4s are 48 plus 351 by 4 divided by 3 7s are 21 plus 2 23 by 3. 51 by 4 into division will be converting into multiplication. So 3 by 23. 51 into 3 by 24, 4 into 23. 153 by 92. So 153 by 92 is the cost of 1 meter cloth. But this is a bigger fraction. Here they have given all mixed fractions. We have to convert this 153 by 92 into common fraction. Mixed fraction, sorry. So 153 should be divided with 92. 92 1s are 92. The remainder is equal to 61. So 153 by 92 is equal to 1 and 61 by 92 rupees is the cost of 1 meter cloth. Okay. So this is the sum. Please note down. Pause the video and note down the sum. Is coming to next sum. Eighth sum. Find the area of a rectangular park which is 18 and 3 by 5 meters long and 8 and 2 by 3 meters broad. That means length of the park is equal to 18 and 3 by 5 meters. Breadth is equal to 18 and 2 by 3 meters. The park is in the shape of a rectangle. So in the rectangle, to find the area of a rectangle, two parameters are required. One is length and one is breadth. If you multiply these two, we can get the area of the rectangle. So given that, coming to the solution, given that length of the park is equal to 18 and 3 by 5 meters, that is equal to 5 into 18, 90, 90 plus 3, 95 by 93 by 5 meters. Breadth is equal to 8 and 2 by 3 meters. 3 8 are 24 plus 2, 26 by 3 meters. Now we have a formula. Area of a rectangle is equal to L into B. Area of the rectangle park is equal to L is equal to 93 by 5 and B is equal to 26 by 3. 93 by 5 into 26 by 3. So we can cancel 3 1s are 3 31s are 31 into 26 by 5 1s are 5. This is equal to 806 by 5. 806 by 5, if you convert it in the form of a mixed fraction, 161 and 1 by 5 meter square. Why? Because meter into meter we are multiplying, the unit will become meter square. Okay, please pause the video and note down. Yes, children. The next sum, ninth sum. What number should minus 33 by 16 be divided by to get minus 11 by 4? This is the question. So we don't know. One number is there, we don't know. Let the number be x. According to this sentence or according to problem, minus 33 by 16 is to be divided with this number. The result we are getting is minus 11 by 4. So minus 33 by 16 you can keep as it is. Into divided by is converting into. X will become its reciprocal 1 by x is equal to minus 11 by 4. Okay. So take this x to that side and this fraction to this side. Minus 33 by 16 into 4 by minus 11 is equal to x. Fractions will be reversed. Therefore, x is equal to minus 33 by 16 into 4 by minus 11. Minus and minus will become cancelled. 11 1 ja, 11 3 ja, 4 1 ja, 4 4 ja. So, in the numerator we got 3 and in the denominator we have 4. Therefore, the number is equal to 3 by 4. Okay, please note down. Yes, come to the next sum, 10th sum. If 36 trousers of equal sizes can be stitched with 64 meters of cloth, what is the length of the cloth required for each trouser? We have a cloth that is 64 meters with us. We can stitch 36 trousers. Trouser means what is the meaning of trouser? It is nothing but pant. So full pant. 36 full pants can be stitched with the help of 64 meters of cloth. So, then what is the length of cloth required for each trouser? For one trouser, how much cloth is required? That we have to find out. It is nothing but just dividing the 64 with 36. So, what is the working? Total length of the cloth is equal to 64 meters. Number of trousers can be stitched is equal to 36. Cloth required for each trouser is equal to 64 meters divided by number of trousers 36. 64 divided by 36 is equal to, we got 16 by 9 meters. 16 by 9 meters, if you convert it into the mixed form, 1 and 7 by 9 meters. 1 and 7 by 9 meters cloth is required for each trouser. Like that, we can stitch 36 trousers with the help of 64 meters cloth. Okay, please note down. Yes, coming to the last sum of this exercise, 11th sum. When the repeating decimal 0.363636 up to so on is written in simplest form p by q, find the sum of p plus q. Suppose this is a repeating decimal, that means non-terminating repeating decimal, that can be written in the form of p by q. Means we have to solve it and write it in the form of, convert it in the form of p by q. After converting it, p by q means p and q we have to add, the numerator and denominator. That value we have to find out. So here, given repeating decimal is equal to 0.363636. Okay. X is equal to 0.363636 up to so on we can take. The repeating decimal, 2 digits are repeating. Therefore, 100 into x multiply with the decimal with 100. 100 into x is equal to 0.363636 up to so on into 100. 100x is equal to 36.363636 because point is jumping to 2 digits. So this is second equation we have taken. This is first equation. Second equation minus first equation. If you solve, 100x is equal to 36.3636. X is equal to 0.363636. 3636 can be cancelled and 36 minus 0 is equal to 36. 100x minus x is equal to 99x. So x is equal to 90, 36 by 99. 9 table, 9 4 jar, 9 11 jar. So 4 by 11. So 4 by 11 is equal to P by Q. Then here P is equal to 4 and Q is equal to 11. Therefore P plus Q is equal to 4 plus 11 is equal to 15 is the answer. Okay? Please note down. So now we completed the first chapter completely. This is 1.3 exercise completed. 1.1 completed, 1.2 and 1.3 also completed. Today we completed the first chapter. Now what you have to do is the 1.3 exercise, all the sums I explained. After completing this video, you have to close the video and note down the sums. Do your own in the practice book or homework book. All the sums. Totally how many sums are there? 11 sums are there. All the 11 sums I explained to you. These 11 sums you have to do in the practice book or homework book. Okay. And while watching the video, I told you to note down all the sums in the classwork. So in the classwork, first chapter, everything should be completed, and in the homework, it's 1.3 exercise completed. Okay, you have to complete it. Understand? In the next video, we shall start with the first chapter, second chapter. Okay now? Okay, till then, bye.